Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
This is okay. I think you will operate it like this only, sir. In normal mode only. You can go to the next slide in the left hand side.
Okay.
Okay. No, okay. Okay. Please start, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dhanlakshmi. Myself, Maneesh Chandra Pandey. I have done my MSc Agriculture from Entomology in 1999 from Haryana Agriculture University. And after doing so much of agriculture input job, finally I start my own farming and the name of G4 Agri Farms. G4 means matlab, we are a group of four uh, agriculture postgraduate who are doing precision farming, precision vegetable farming, and we are doing farming in around 150 acres of land. All lands are leased, and we are uh, doing farming on a precision base or drip based irrigation on open land. So we, by doing so much of agriculture from 2013, we came to know that there is a role of technology in agriculture, because without the technology you cannot go for higher productivity, higher production. So on the basis of that, we have first of all we have developed a farm layout. Then we go for drip irrigation, and basically more of the farmers think about that drip irrigation is for irrigation purpose, but basically it is not for irrigation purpose. It is for the fertigation of the plant also. You can directly apply fertilizer at the root zone level. So I have developed some presentation for the viewers, and I will start now. So this is the role of modern technology in agriculture by myself. As you know that agriculture production is the main for food security, and you know that 18% of the gross domestic GDP comes through agriculture. So agriculture is the main backbone of Indian economically. Around 58% of the population lives in rural India, and most of the employment generation is from the rural area. So by doing our farming, we also generate rural women employment. In our farms, around 150 women are working there for the picking of the harvest, then packing, then transportation. All the works are done by the women. So how technology in agriculture help Indian farmers? Basically, what you see that earlier to technology, traditional farming, the farmers are not known about the how the sustainable product. He doesn't know about the which good product of which seed varieties is available in the market, which can generate good production and productivity. So by new technology, farmers are now very much aware about the that which fertilizer is good for particular crop, what will be the stage of fertilization, at which stage which fertilizer has to be applied, then how to manage the irrigation. For example, earlier they do for flood irrigation, but in our case, we used to do irrigation through drip. So there is a saving of water, and moreover, by saving the water and by reducing the doses of fertilizer, we are creating carbon footprint also. So that will also help in uh, uh, environment sustainability, and a lesser amount of greenhouse gases emission is there. So, as you know that in rural India, many of the farmers and their children have smartphones nowadays. So they can easily Google the new variety, what will be the new variety, which variety will be compatible for their land or in their area of growing. So the technology is now taking shape in case of agriculture also. For example, you might know that nowadays many drones companies are coming, and basically what they are doing. They are saying that you can easily spray pesticides on your crop. However, I have a very clear view that in spite of doing a spray on the crop, they are also do pest detection, crop scouting. They also do the analysis of the soil health. And for example, in case of dairy farmers, they can easily track the livestock also and irrigation also. So, for example, we have tested one trial in our farm with a biotech company, and we asked them that in spite of fumigation, yes, spray, why don't you give us the complete analysis of the farmland, that in particular patch what will be the deficiency, nutrient deficiency, and how uh, for example by MGLR sensing, they can easily detect the nutrient deficient patches of the land also. So we have advised them that in spite of doing spray, you can also go for soil analysis of the health of the soil, so that we can try to implement or do fertilization as per the requirement of the soil. So it is a very good technology that drones are coming, and drones are doing different jobs. So then, apart from drones, there is a e-commerce input market. For example, there are many startups are coming up, like Farmart is coming up. If you talk about Big Basket is there, Bizek is there, which are mainly doing the activity like they take the production from the farm, and by eliminating the middleman, they take it directly to the consumer. However, it is a very challenging job because the middleman is basically a trader, and they are doing their business since decades, since 4 decades. And moreover, the farmers are very much attached to the middleman in terms of credit facility. So, nevertheless, some companies are doing good, and we also that for example, we are growing vegetables, and sometimes we do not get the proper market at the APMC. So many of the companies are coming us, like Reliance is coming with us, Mother Dairy is there, and then Udan is there, who are taking vegetables, graded, sorted vegetables from us, and they are selling it to the consumer. So by doing so, they uh, shrinkage the prices also. The consumer will get the quality product in a reasonable price, and in other terms, farmer is expecting or getting good returns at their farms. Then there is science like the farmer, just as, for example, we are doing precision agriculture. As I have told you, in terms of precision agriculture, we analysis the data that which stage which crop requires which nutrient. For example, in cauliflower, at the time of uh, fruit formation, yeah, flower formation, we have to give boron plus calcium. So by analyzing the data, we came to know that at the time of this particular stage, we have to apply this fertilizer. So it will help in reducing the cost of input. For example, I know that at this stage I have to apply this fertilizer. We are not using fertilizers or any agri input in a haphazard way. So at the time of the need of the plant, we are applying fertilizers or agri input, which will save the cost to the farmers also. The cost of cultivation will be reduced, and at the same time, the productivity increase. For example, if you talk about in case of cauliflower, we are producing around 15 tons of cauliflower per acre. However, the normal farmers are growing, taking around 6 to 5 tons per acre. So I, as I have all the data of my farms, and I know the characteristic of the seed and the plant, I apply uh, as per the requirement of the plant. So the collection of the data is very much helpful in advanced farming. Then artificial intelligence, as you know that there are many companies, just like weather risk management system and others companies also there, which can directly tell you about the time of the sowing. They tell you the microclimate, the humidity, and others character of this particular field. By knowing the information, we can easily channelize our spray schedules, our fertilizer schedule. For example, in case of, for example, we are growing tomato in around 25 acres of land. So there is a disease called leaf curl whitefly. So we have installed weather risk management system there. Weather risk management system in advance tell us that this is the temperature and this is the humidity and this is the right time for the outbreak of the pest. So when we get the data, we automatically plan our spray schedule. So by artificial intelligence, we have a very good information in advance. And in advance, when we get the information, we go for the procedures so that we can minimize the loss. And we cannot allow the insect to grow up to the economic threshold level where that particular pest can damage the crop. So this is the role of artificial intelligence in the uh, coming agriculture, and by artificial intelligence you can reduce the cost of your input, and at the same time it will help in increasing the production also. And there are many technologies, there are many agri-techs are coming, which are giving information like Plantix is there from on which you can just take the image of the disease plant and they can directly tell you the which pesticide or which particular insecticide has to be used. So for the reason behind that, the farmers are not so much educated, and they are, however, they are doing farming from since so many years, but they did not know the exact time and exact pest attack. So such type of agro ecosystem will help them in identifying their uh, potential pest or disease or weeds, and by identifying that weed, they can easily go to the market and take particular uh, insecticide, weedicide, or herbicide. Because of the reason, if the farmer doesn't know about the pest or insect and he goes to the market, the company, the person sitting at the mandi will definitely give him some extra pest insecticide, and that will not going to help him in in his production or in killing that particular pest. So by different types of farming app which are going to be uh, startup now, it will help, definitely help in farmer in identifying their needs. Now, this is the modern agriculture techniques in India. Is, for example, like we are talking about the uh, uh, pesticide yield results. That what we mean by pesticide yield result is that what quantity of pesticide will affect the yield of the crop. So, as I have told you earlier also, as I have told you earlier also, that if you use a judicious use of agri input, we will cut down the cost of cultivation, and it will definitely increases the cost of production. For example, in our farming earlier to precision farming, uh, we are using a very good amount of input, and our production is also not up to at that level. But by doing precision farming and by doing fertigation through drip irrigation, we have reduces the input cost to 18 to 20%, and our output cost will increase to 30 to 35%. So this is the modern agriculture techniques which has to be applied in the land so that we can get the excessive uh, output from that. Advantages of new technologies in agriculture, that farmers do not have to spray water, fertilizer, or pesticide in a uniform quantity. As I have said, if he uses drip irrigation, he is giving the irrigation at the root zone, so there is no wastage of water. Like fertilizers, if he knows the exact time of fertilization, he will not use it in a haphazard way. Such that's like in pesticide also. Instead, they are using minimum amount of that means that they are using the minimum amount of fertilizers as the agri input at the time of the when the plant requires that particular input. So this is the advantage of new technology. A decrease in water, fertilizer, and pesticide in turns keeps food prices low, reduces impact on the surrounding environment. As I have told you that the excessive use of water, fertilizer, and pesticide increases the greenhouse gas emission, and definitely it will it will pollute the environment also. So by judicious use of water, fertilizer, and pesticide, we can bring down the decreases the green gas house emission, and that will develop the carbon credit or carbon footprint will be created in the field, and that will be very beneficial for the farmer, because nowadays many companies are coming up like kosher climate is there, Vora is there, who are giving incentive to the farmers on the basis of the carbon credit also. So farmer will get extra benefit if they use regenerative practices. One side they will benefited by their land will be get good, and in the other hand they will remunerated by the carbon credits also. As you know, the carbon credits are selling at the international market at a very good price. And then prevent runoff. Excessive use of water will also, you know that most of the water will run off by using drip irrigation, or by using technologies you can prevent the runoff of the water. And automation is also is a part of uh, in agriculture. For example, in precision there is a different tanks where we have different fertilizers. So we feed the data manual in the manual, and automatically it will release to the plant at the time of its requirement. I have given example of a software in the agriculture. I have known that Kheti Badi is a company who's developing a software where he is going to integrate all the farming activities under one app. So I think this is a very good example where we have a warehouse, where we have a field, and then we have a processing unit also. So at the common place, we have all the activities for the agri business. So it will help in that from the farm it will directly go to the warehouse. It has to be stored in the warehouse, or for example in a perishable item it can go to the processing unit, so that further it can value added will be done, and it can be sold to the market at a very higher price. So this is the type of software Kheti Badi has developed, and I think it is a very good ecosystem for the crop. In that particular software, they have a advanced farm crop management solutions also, where by using algorithm they give the best input to the farmers. So after in my conclusion, farming through technology, the possibilities are endless. The farms are the lifeline of our country, and it is the time we arm them with all the latest technologies to the need. It will not only uplift them, but it will also make India a world leader. It has to be aim to be. And thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful presentation. I will take up the questions from the participants now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen, sir, so that we can see your full video?
Can I, yeah, I have, please just you can ask again.
Okay. You wanted the screen to be on, huh? Sir, is it possible to stop sharing the screen, sir?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now I will take up the questions from the participants. You are able to hear me clearly, right, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. The first question is, what are the main challenges of technology in agriculture?
Okay. Uh, Madam, the main challenges of technology in agriculture is that for example, you know that the agriculture is a labor-oriented work. So whatever the technology will be developed, it has to be done by some man. And you know that plant and its growth is very time specific. So, for example, your technology is saying that this is the right time to give irrigation, but the man, but the labor or the man is there who is using his own head also. So that will be the mismatch. So in technology, if technology does not means that all the data are correct, sometimes the microclimate of the particular plant is different, so we have to analyze physically also at the time of scouting the field that this particular area, this particular patch is a different patch, and we have to give extra care or extra fertilizer or extra something in agri input so that we can give a proper production.
Okay. Sir, how easy is
And
it for the farm?
one thing
Yes,
I
sir.
also want to tell that nowadays what companies are doing, different agri startup are doing, they are targeting the one segment of the agriculture. For example, there is a one startup who's targeting also only agri input. Then other agri startup is targeting only agri advisories. And then I have told that farmer is targeting our agri output. So the farmer get confused. See, they has to give the farmers have three windows, three shops. So you have to take agri input from one shop, advisory from other, and then output. If any agri startup start working from output, from input to output, if he covers the whole chain of the agri value chain, then it will be beneficial for the farmer also and for the company also.
Okay. Sir, how easy is it for the farmers to adapt to new technology in agriculture?
Ma'am, basically it's a very difficult job. First of all, farmer company has to give some assurance that this particular technology is going to help him in production, and then in market rate also. Telling you one thing that farmer is quite aware about the practices, how to grow, but how to sell is a very challenging job. So they can easily adapt the technology. That is not an issue. But he will keep on asking that uh, by adapting the good technology, I will get the good production, but I will not get the market. So the challenge is here that if the agri startup or agri company start linkaging the market with the farmer can easily adapt the technology also, and he can work along with the company.
Okay. Sir, what are the activities of G4 Agri farms in Haryana?
Ma'am, basically G4 Agri are the group of four post agriculture postgraduate, and one of my partner is Dr. Manoj Bhatia. He is a PhD in vegetable science. So we are doing, we are cultivating vegetables in a vertical farming and then drip irrigation based, and we are targeting the window. For example, if I tell you that we are growing cauliflower in around 80 acres of land, so we are targeting the window of the market. For example, we used to transplant the cauliflower in the month of June when there is a very high temperature. So at that time we transplant the cauliflower seed saplings in open field. Then we, with the help of a sprinkler, we try to retain that plant. And our production comes in the month of August and then September. So we targeting the market. At that time, there is no cauliflower in the hilly area nor in the plain. So there is a scarcity of cauliflower. At that time, we go to sell the market, we will get around 65 to 75 kg per kg of cauliflower in wholesale. So we are targeting the market. As per the market, we are channelizing our resources. For example, we are growing muskmelon in the month of November. We are transplanting sapling in month of November, and our watermelon comes in the month of March and to March and onwards. At that time, the rates are very high because the muskmelon and the watermelon will come from the Andhra. So we are targeting market.
Okay. Sir, can you please tell us about your background, sir? What made you take an interest in this particular field?
Ma'am, basically, I am an agriculture postgrad. As I have told you that I have done MSc entomology in 1999. After that, I started my professional career with Chambal Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited. Uh, Around 7 years I have worked there. My main job profile is to sell urea, DAP, and agri inputs through distributor and dealer network. And after doing around 14 years of professional life in different input and output company, I have also worked in exchange, also commodity exchange. Then after doing all this, we quit the job and we started our farming in the year of 2013. So since then we are doing farming, and we are doing farming in around 150 acres of land. And by the end of this year, we are planning to expand it to around 800 acres.
Okay. Do you provide any consultancy services, kind sir, for people who wanted to start up farming?
Definitely, madam. Many nearby farmers or nearby good farmers comes to us, and we provide consultancy services also.
Okay. And do you charge for it, sir?
Definitely, ma'am. We charge for that.
How do you charge, sir? On what
It
basis?
depends upon the farmers also, because if the farmer is poor, we don't charge so much. But if the farmers or if any businessman comes, he wants to go for some precision farming or some vegetable farming, so we charge.
Okay.
That will depend entirely on the client.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. We have now completed the round of questions on behalf of agricultureinformation.com. We like to thank Mr. Maneesh Chandra Pandey for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank all the participants in the meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving such a valuable time, and I really appreciate that. So thank you.
You're most welcome, sir.
Thank you.